Welcome to another week of me, folks. Yeah, it's not raining. As you can see down here, I put a couple of little video bits up. I had problems recording when I was doing this, so I've got a couple of little bits I'll throw up and you'll see what I've done. It's basically purlins, another riser, and we're going to be up on the roof making hay while the sun shines. I've got some uprights to do, I've got some supports to do, I've got the purlins to get in. I've got quite a hectic day today because it's not raining and I want to make the most of it. But anyway, I hope you're all happy and I hope you're still smiling. As you saw last week, I had help and very much appreciated and always treasured. So yeah, silly little things. I might be a slow learner, well I am a man, but you know, there's hope for the old dog yet. But no, this week, yes, up there, we've got to get that as much of that done as we can. I'm trying my hardest now to work as fast as I can, obviously without taking risks, because I've got some work to do on the camper. Nothing major, but it's just because that's up for its MOT for non-UK residents. The annual test all vehicles have to have. A government thing. It's for safety, so we can't complain. So yeah, so we're going to crack on with the day, get what we can get done today, try and get more done tomorrow. Just pushing on and pushing on, whilst yes, we're not raining, because I really want a roof. Anyway, folks, I'm going to finish this. I'm going to get up there. We'll see you up the top. Well, as you've just seen, drilled and bolted all the bits and pieces down. the wooden supports, the extra riser, got that done, put in brace panels because I've got them. I mean, I could have used normal screws, etc., but I'm trying to make it as sturdy as I can, as strong as I can, and please bear in mind I've got no building experience. So it's research, trial and error, ask questions, but I know that if I just make sure everything is done, I do it methodically, and I'm doing everything, I won't say by the book, but yeah, by research, by learning and educating myself. So you see, sort of seen that bit, then I set the first one up. So one screw in the top, one screw in the bottom, so that it's square from the front frame. And then I've gone through on each point here where I've got an upright, I've got a joist. There we go. And also on the other end, that's where I was putting the chops in when I was making the riser, to give it the extra support, extra rigidity. Now what I'm going to do is obviously measure the distance between that one, this one, because that's fixed, make the distance the same that end, fix it, and so on and so forth. Then go round in, and in fairness, put in probably too many screws, but I'd rather make sure. Little battery chainsaw, brilliant little bit of kit, not cheap admittedly, but for little things like this, it's bang on. And that is the best way to finish a day. Okay, that one was a little bit of a bugger to get started because everything's wet, but we got it going, and that'll be a glorious fire. There you go, look at that. Let's see what tomorrow brings us, eh? Well, there's a crispy morning for you, but it's looking good. I'm up early, I'm out, well, will be, getting ready to go out because I'm going to go and collect something from the marketplace. So we're trying to thaw a vehicle out. Hey ho, but when I started it up, look what happened. Just running up the camper, because I've not used it for a little while, a squirrel has decided to hide acorns in my exhaust. There's a good reason to get up early. Isn't that just beautiful? Bit chipper this morning, isn't it? Gonna be a nice day though. Sun's up, but yeah, not feeling the brightest. Had a rough night. I don't know, summer's obviously got into me, winter bugs, whatever, don't know. We'll work them off, because that's what we do. But then, even the girls, only because I'm talking, one of them's gone, oh, anything going on? And even when I ain't feeling the brightest, there's always something to smile about. And as you saw, the little one, she found, or smelt, thought she smelt, decided to try and find and dig 2 tyres deep, because she obviously smelt a rodent. Entertaining. Head down, arse up. But, and then, yes, the camper, the squirrels. Strange place to hide them. They must have got covered in soot on the way in and out trying to stack them. But there you go. Nature, it's a wonderful thing. So, yes, I've been out on a marketplace catchment, for a better choice of words. I've caught something. I'll show you in a minute, but it involved having to get a trailer, as you'll see up there, and not having my disco here with me at the moment. I thought, well, it'll do the job. It's, you know, it's engineered, designed, it'll do it, but it's an old girl, so I'm a little bit cautious as to what pressure I put it under. But needs must. I was determined to get this bargain, and that was the only way I could do it. And I will turn around and say old is gold, because absolutely flawlessly that camper dragged the trailer empty, loaded, uphill, down dale, and it done the job with ease. So yeah, I'm happy. Apart from today, I'm going to have to do some work on preparing for MOT. It's predominantly just lights, and there's a little electrical issue that I need to resolve. Nothing major, it's just titivating. But there we have it. It's cold. I'm not the best, but I will keep going, because if I don't, nothing happens. Yes, it can be frustrating at times. And as you've seen in the past, you know, yeah, help has arrived when really needed. So I'm not complaining. Anyway, folks, let me show you what I bought. Windows. UPVC. I've got a total of 1, 2, 3 and 2 smaller ones. French doors, patio doors, double opening doors, different names, whatever. One of these in just standard white UPVC, second hand in the area that I live, that'll fetch at least £100. This UPVC door with security locks, etc., stable door, this I know for a fact because the guy showed me the invoice. 3 years old that is, and it cost £2,500 brand new, plus a large window and 2 smaller windows, all the relevant glass panels, inserts and etc. I got the lot, £150. So I had to go and fetch. I had no choice. I wasn't going to miss this bargain, because white around here in the woodland doesn't look good. It helps to blend in. All part of, yes, it's another project that I've got in mind, part of all this big building thing. Didn't really want these just yet, because I didn't really want to be starting this just yet, but I had to grab it while I could. Strike while the iron's hot. So keep watching, folks. There's a lot more to happen yet. But the beautiful part, I will say just quickly, the beautiful part of grabbing this now is some of what this is going to be used for I can do, like when it's a rainy day. Being up playing with my roof over there on a rainy day, that's not so much fun. So I can do perhaps a bit of this. So I'm kind of going to be having 2 projects on the go. Hopefully not, but more than likely that's what will happen. But more importantly, I've got to get the camper sorted out because that's due for an MOT. As you can see, inside that headlight that's lit, there's a bit of rust in there, so we've got to, somehow we're going to get that, dismantle the headlight, clean it all up, make them shiny. I'll show you how, put it back. That side light there should be on, it's not on. I'm pretty sure I know what that problem is, it's not just a bulb. And the same with that headlight, the inside, real bad. Plus, round the back, we have the fog light, which we have to have in the UK, and that one isn't working. I have checked the bulb, so it's definitely a wiring issue, so we've got to get that checked out. Otherwise, it will fail an MOT. But before we start on the camper, get the fire going in the man cave. We're going to be toasty today. And as if by magic, nothing's happened. Got the headlights out. I thought I'll just get them out, put them on the bench, set up to record, and so I could show you what I was going to do. And they're too far gone for me to be able to repair them. And yes, it's an old girl, and parts for these rare as hen's teeth. There was nearly an afternoon of my life gone to the www to try and find, source, get. Fortunately I have, but I'm going to have to wait because delivery on them is not quick. So this project goes on ice. So there's my plane out the window again. And then I get a call from my friend who needed a taxi basically to go to hospital for an appointment, and so phoned me, asked if I'd help. So yeah, dropped everything from the hospital. That will always take priority in my world, is helping others. So much satisfaction in being able to help others. And then obviously, yeah, lost a day in getting the windows, lost a day in going and look at the windows. So not an awful lot's happened this week. I do apologise for that, but that's life outside sometimes creeps in. And then even today, going to crack on with bits and pieces. Phone call. My same friend, the battery's gone flat on his car. He needs transportation. Could I go and get a battery and fit it for him? Of course, never a problem. Drop everything. Off I go. Get a battery, fit it. He's happy. I'm happy. So, plans. I try to plan as best I can, but invariably, even in this alternative way, it doesn't go according to plan. Anyway, what I'm doing on this will be having to wait for a couple of weeks or so until I've got said bits required. Been raining, and I was going to start doing a bit of work regarding the windows, and then it stopped raining. So I thought, no, I won't. Anyway, that's enough of me whittling on. I'm going to crack on with doing some roof because it's not raining. So apologies for a boring one, but this is alternative life. This is, I do try to show you the warts and all, yeah, it's not all a bed of roses. It's not running around in the woods hugging trees. Invariably it can go quite wrong, but always upbeat, knowing that tomorrow, yeah, we'll make a bad day of it. Anyway, folks, that's enough for me. I'm out. I will hopefully see you next week. You take care.